You know, if I was shift up, I would literally sue IGN for defamation of character. What's up, people? We got a lot to talk about. I've been off the internet for a minute because to be honest with you, I got tired of this subject because I've been seeing what's been going on behind the scenes. Stellar Blade just dropped a 15-minute video after the demo. So this is probably what, like 4 days ago? That's how late I am. Right after they dropped the demo, everybody was happy about praising the game. They were excited that it was just more than just jiggly physics. So the gameplay is good, everybody's happy, right? So then all of a sudden, yeah, we got IGN dropping a video about Stellar Blade after they made this comment about the guy from Shift Up. So rightfully so, after he posted that, the backlash was insane. They had to come out, and this is before the apology, because you guys know where I'm going with this. Before the apology even happened, IGN dropped a 15-minute gameplay video to cover the game. What I was doing, I'm excited to see new gameplay anyway of this game. I'm going to get it. I don't need to see it for me to be influenced to buy the game. I'm just going to get it anyway because of what I played. What I played is fantastic. But they dropped a 15-minute gameplay demo, which was jarring to a lot of people because they like, hold up a second. Don't you agree with this? I thought people who played this game who liked the character design were incels. So what the fuck you doing covering the game? Pretty much, I was thinking this in my head, right? So I was going to make a video reacting to the 15 minutes of gameplay, but I stopped myself because I'm like, no, I'm not going to watch what y'all post because y'all didn't even come out with an apology to apologize to my mans for basically calling him an incel. Nothing. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do this video. So I literally stopped that and I just waited. I waited for about 3 days to see what was going to happen. And then, let me show you something right quick with this 15-minute video. I'm proud of you guys. This video right here on IGN, Stellar Blade exclusive gameplay. And it's a 15-minute gameplay video. Now, you guys know how popular this game is. It's basically #1 on all charts when it comes to pre-orders. So, everybody's looking forward to this shit. You would think that a new gameplay video, brand new gameplay, right? Of this game that just got released, the views would be through the roof. This video should at least have probably 900K views by now. This video only got 218 in 5 days on IGN's platform with 18.1 million followers. What does that tell you? And plus, it only got 4K likes. People aren't fucking with IGN no more. They are literally, they did the same thing I did, and I didn't even think that people was gonna do this. I thought this video was gonna go through the roof. But nope, people are doing the same shit and they're frying them in their comment section. There's 1,000 comments, and every single one of these comments underneath this video with Stellar Blade is not even about the gameplay about Stellar Blade, because we're all on board with this. You fuck with the wrong audience. Every single comment on here, you guys need to ask for forgiveness and issue an apology to the creator and his wife because of what you said. They're not fucking with y'all no more. What did IGN have to do for damage control? They had to come out with an apology, a sorry ass apology. IGN apologizes to Stellar Blade developer Shift Up Corporation for describing game's protagonist Eve as a doll sexualized by someone you would think has never seen a woman before. So they had to issue that apology. And guess what? It's not a real apology. We all know this. This is a damage control thing. You're not really sorry. So people are not going to take this kindly whatsoever because you did it, I would say, probably 3 days after April 3rd. Yeah, when this gameplay video come out? This video came out 5 days ago. Let me see. Yeah, so on the 3rd. So literally on the same day when they realized this video wasn't getting views at all because people weren't fucking with it, they were just going straight to the comment section to just let you know about yourself. They had to issue out an apology because they realized how much they fucked up. Because they're like, oh shit, we really fucked up. We can't even cover this game anymore. Nope. We don't want to see nothing from you when it comes to this game at all. They had to issue an apology, and to tell you the truth, if I was Shift Up, I would still sue these motherfuckers for defamation of character. Because most people aren't even considering this, because most people aren't really thinking about it that deep like I am. I'm thinking about it from a, a corporate point of view. You want to get them to get the message? If I was Shift Up, I would literally sue them for defamation of character. What does that mean? Most of you guys don't even know what that entails. I'm going to show you what that means because this is exactly what they were trying to do over at IGN. So let's look up what defamation of character actually means. The legal definition of defamation of character, and this is exactly, and when I read this is exactly what IGN just did. Defamation of character is defined as a false statement of a fact that causes the victim some type of harm. They were trying to cause harm. And you know what that is? What IGN tried to do, they tried to do a slick little tactic. And this is what a lot of this, I'm gonna just call them the left. We all know it's the left. Let's just be real with you. I'm not political, but we all know this is left-leaning type of thinking. Let's just keep it a buck here. What they do when they don't get their way, they try to shame, insult, and the need to be right. All the time. If they're not right, they'll shame you. If that don't work, they'll do ad hominem attacks to your character and the fan base that supports you. That's how they try to convince everybody around you to not buy your shit. And that's called defamation. Because you're trying to ruin his business by causing them harm, by relinquishing the sales, by shaming the viewership and the people who's going to buy the game. That's exactly what you just did by a false statement. You can pursue a civil claim for defamation of character. This means filing a tort lawsuit in hopes of recovering monetary compensation for the damage done to you. So if the game, let's say, is a little bit less or received, negative publicity to where it causes the game harm, and it's from a statement that's not even true. Do I got to go further with this? A false statement is made to a third party. The statement is presented as fact. The statement causes reputational damage. Defamation of character. Shift up. You need to hop on it. This is the only way you teach these idiots to shut their fucking mouth. You have to hit their pocketbook legally. That's the best way to do it. I don't see anybody on Twitter who's talking about this shit who, like major game journalists, like the YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? Like who actually talk about the situation. I don't see none of them bringing this shit up. We need to start hitting these people because they think that they could just say whatever the fuck they want without consequence. This needs to happen. I would sue the fuck out them. After they issued the apology, right? And they started to realize that people aren't buying this shit. They just see through you because you're fake as fuck. They realized the fact that you're not actually sincere about it. So what we started to doing, we started to be like, fuck your apology. It doesn't matter because you didn't even fire the guy who actually wrote the article to begin with. That's how you can show that you're actually sorry, is to show that you reprimanded the person who did the article. All you did was change a couple points in the article and just tweaked it a little bit, but still kept the article. How are people really going to believe you're sorry? You're not. You just got caught. So after that, after people realized the fact that this person was full of shit, he doubled down. He actually went psycho to the point to where he's saying something as ridiculous as Stellar Blade is actually going to kill women. We got my man's Grummans over here because we know Grummans has been keeping track of this shit for a long time. This guy's got a target on his head. IGN France editor-in-chief melts down after the headquarter apology because nobody's buying that shit. Stellar Blade is literally killing women. What would make this dude say this shit? This is just hilarious now. So you got this dude who doubled down on this, and this is even further grounds for suing. This is an easy legal layup. This is easy as fuck. You need to sue these people. And I don't just mean, this is not just the issue that goes on in the gaming industry. This goes on with anything when it comes to these journalists, big journalist companies. They do this shit all the time, especially if you're not on their side. If you're not on their side, they will smear you. They'll run an entire smear campaign on you. And nothing will happen to them because nobody sued these fucking people. It's called defamation. Sue them. So, Grumman said, IGN France, which is this, editor-in-chief melts down. Stellar Blade is literally killing women. Thanks to Peck for translation. Oh, so they had to translate because it was in French, of course. Okay, so we're going to check this out. We're going to see exactly what he said. Cause I want to get his words verbatim. Okay, so this is the French version of this, right? This is the translation. So like I said, he translated all this in here. This is W dude right here, W. So this is what he answered. He said, yes, no problem. Tell that to the women who are hit, killed, degraded, or who commit suicide because they cannot live up to the fictional standards of expected by men. He did not just say that. Now, before I say, no, fuck it, I'm gonna say this. Are French people this pussy? Do everybody have a vagina over there? Is this coming from a man? French guys, please tell me. Like, if I got any French people in the comment section, are y'all this pussy though? I know that's not the truth, but this dude said that who commit suicide because they cannot live up to the fictional standards expected by men. Are you kidding me? Let's put it like this. Can men live up to the fictional standards set by women? You do know the entire red pill movement, even though I believe that movement is polarizing as fuck now. But the reason why it exists is because of the standards, expected by women, even though they're not expected to change at all. So what are the standards do we commit suicide? The fact that we got to make over 6 figures? The fact that we have to be over 6 feet tall? The fact that we have to be gentlemen in all situations possible? And basically make all the money. Those are all of our expectations in society. Do we complain about it? No. Do we bitch about it? Well, some of them do, but do we go to this type of shit and basically complain about a fictional video game because it exceeds what What my insecurities is lacking. That's crazy. And then he goes on to say, the problem is not the sexy design itself, except that it sucks compared to others. But hey, whatever. That doesn't matter. But the percentage of males who will only want this type of fictional body in reality. Obviously, we understand that this does not shock people who think this motherfucker is a beta pussy. Period. That women are objects who must obey and be beaten. Who said anything about beating? Who said anything about physical abuse? This design makes us sigh and roll our eyes, and we laugh at anyone who needs it. Man or woman, but that's it. Whatever. The certain clashing remark in the text, which targets the entire creative process. This guy's a fucking pussy. I gotta see who this person is. This shit is fucking nuts. I can't believe he said that. No, I can't believe it, because these guys are straight pussies nowadays. It's not even funny. This guy literally is trying to take up for people who are that insecure that will self-delete themselves because Eve exists. Let me go even further, because I'm a mean person. I really don't give a fuck. If you will self-delete yourself off of a video game character, there's no saving you. If you are really that threatened over a video game character, you're not a normal person. You're a psycho. There's something wrong with you. Eve should do nothing to you other than being a good-looking video game character that you want to play and that you want to see what's going on with the world and just try it out and stuff. All normal people who buy this game, and there's a lot more of them, because y'all literally make it seem like everybody who's buying this game is an incel or whatever the fuck, right? Because that's your only narrative. That's your only way to combat this shit. You have to label us. And if you label us and shame us, then hopefully in your world, you would get people to defer their attention away from us. Because you're like, oh, I don't want to be a part of that group. That's what you want to do. That's your tactic. And that's the left's tactic anyway with everything. Even though I'm not political, I can see this shit from a mile away. We all know this shit. So the fact that you basically said that this shit could kill women is basically laughable. And that you're trying to protect these low insecure women who have an issue with this shit, the Lizzos, because they can't lose a little fucking weight. They can't take a little bit of time out their day to actually help their appearance or to fix themselves. No, you have to make everybody else ugly because you can't rise to that standard. It's y'all people who try to lower the goalposts because you're basically competing in the Special Olympics because you're so fucking lazy that you can't even boost yourself up to be acceptable or even presentable to a regular standard of attractiveness. Eve is, of course, who you can aspire to be like. In every character in Tekken, or animes in general, there are plenty of attractive dudes. There are plenty of attractive figures in cartoons and media or games or whatever, what have you, right? That just look extremely good, but they're unrealistically looking good. We don't go, oh, I would never ascribe to be like that, so I might need to self-delete because that just brings depression, just me looking at how good looking that person is, and I'll never be like that. You know how many people idolize Henry Cavill? You know how many people can look like Henry Cavill? And this is a real person. No. Do men self-delete themselves because they'll never aspire to be like Henry? No, we don't do this shit. Stop being an insecure pussy. This shit gotta stop, man. So you know what? I seriously believe that Shift Up needs to sue these people for defamation of character, especially this dumbass statement right here that this guy just made. But they got plenty of grounds to do it. So yeah, you guys need to be sued because you guys need to be learned a lesson. You guys have to be taught a lesson, and it has to hit your pocketbook. You guys are giving me so much to talk about when it comes to this game. Because this is just going to make it more successful. And this sounds familiar, don't it? With a particular person who has 90-something counts of indictments. Huh. It almost seems like the more the media talks about something, the more we support it because we know we can't trust them. That's interesting, isn't it?